If we beat Nottingham Forest away, this could be the chance to make ourselves known again. Keeps on getting Collins, but Cohen gets out to Walker's Peters, goes to the binding, puts it back. Lansbury, I think that's on his left foot. Our chat with great chances. You know, play as a team. Bentner, that's not the start we want in the second half though, is it? Come on, Leonard with a free kick, whips it in. Hobbs clears it. Seville, it's in! How the fuck got in? Can we get the ball? Lansbury picks it up. Goes long. Brighton gets up the Leonard. He's 1-on-1. Can we finish it? Yes! Get in! Get in! Brighton. Look how quick they get players forward. Osborne. Oh, fuck's sake. And welcome to episode 9 of Rise of the Dragons. How are we all doing? I hope you're doing very well. Thank you very much for watching as well. Always thank you very much. Right, let's jump straight into it because there's been quite a lot's happened since we last spoke. The last game we played was the 3-2 loss against Nottingham Forest. That was our last game. As you can tell, we've played a few games in between then, just so I can try and shorten this season down and make it go into second season. Basically, so in between each game something's happened pretty much, unless I've said otherwise. I've written down, so if you hear rustling noises, it's my pages written down of what's happened since. So after the Nottingham Forest game, played Brackley 1-2-0. It was a very boring first half, didn't create a lot. Gave them the bollocking basically. Second half came back out. Brighton and Lissette getting the goals in the second half to make it 2-1. Then after, in between the Brackley and Kingstonian game, we had a bid, because it was in January, still in January, we had a bid from West Ham United for Leonard. It was rejected. It was a £100,000 bid rejected. I don't want him to go, basically. But there's more to that story as we go through the couple of weeks. So we won the Kingstonian game 2-1 in the second round of the FA Trophy with a very weakened and rotated team, but we still struggled. But goals from Wes MacDonald and John Duffy in the second half got us into the third round. Then West Ham make another bid after the Kingstonian game. West Ham make another bid for 150,000 for Leonard, and I had to accept it because they wouldn't go for 170, which was his release clause, but they went for 150. So I had to accept it. So as it currently stands, Leonard is on his way to West Ham United. Gutted because I think he's got a massive future, but if West Ham think they can build him up and make him a better player, go for it. So after West Ham make their bid, I had a game against Gloucester, 1-2-1. Wasn't convincing 2-1 win. See, we've started to struggle now recently in these last 3 games. Not convincing. Too many missed chances. We created so many chances against them, and we put 2 away. So a little bit disappointed in that. Now with Leonard going, I had to come up with a midfielder, another central midfielder, attacking midfielder, and a player who was offered to me. He's a championship player. He's a bit higher than what I thought I might have got. It was Max Power from Wigan. He was offered to me. I made the offer. The offer was accepted. I offered him a contract, and that was accepted as well. So just at this time, we're just waiting for confirmation he was going to sign. So that's before the Gainsborough match. But also, in the last dying minutes, was just before I started the Gainsborough match, I had an email, a transfer offer for Leonard again. This time from Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, for 150,000. It was negotiated at the time. Negotiation was, yeah, you can have 150,000 while wanting back on loan for the rest of the season, and that's fair. I think that's a new thing for this year. I can't remember seeing it in the last couple of versions of Football Manager. So yeah, so Liverpool, West Ham so far, he's basically got to a Premier League team. But we won 4-1 against Gainsborough. Graham and Brighton getting himself a hat-trick, but that doesn't tell the whole story. Our goalkeeper Wilson made 4 or 5 one-on-one saves. He was unbelievable. If it weren't for him, it could have been a very, very tight game, close game. So after this game, Liverpool come back. After the Gainsborough game, I've got to think where I am now. After the Gainsborough game, talking shit, basically. Liverpool came back with, they accept that offer of 150,000 and loan back to us for the rest of the season. Fantastic. And we also signed Max Power. A little bit of news. Dan Collins had a transfer request, not a transfer request. Gillingham put a bid in for Dan Collins. Hasn't played much for him, 32,000. I think he's worth more than that. I know he hasn't played much because we're not playing wingers at the moment, so he's playing in the central. He does come on, but he is getting trained there. Remember, Dan Collins is the one who was tipped to be like a main star man. So beat Darlington 4-1. Brighton getting 2, McDonald in goal, and Joe Saville getting his first goal. No, not his first goal since he signed, but ran off for scoring. Poor defending for their goal, I must admit. But yeah, so there's bad news here. Leonard goes after this game. He is sold to Liverpool, but is loaned back to us for the rest of the season. I wanted to keep him, but I can't stop the kiddie. He's only 17 as well. I couldn't stop him from going to Liverpool. I didn't want to make him unhappy. He wanted to go, so he went to Liverpool. Rejected West Ham and went to Liverpool, which was good for me because he came back on loan from Liverpool for the rest of the season. With West Ham, I didn't think quick enough. I didn't put that in negotiations. So we had Worcester. Here we go. Worcester in the league drew 1-1. Dale Brighton in an 85th minute. Very, very poor first half. Max Power made his debut in this game. We hit the post 4 times. This is one of those games that wasn't going to come off, but Dale Brighton in an 84th minute steps up to make it 1-1. After that, we had Stourbridge in Stourbridge? Yeah, who were third at the time when we played them. Absolutely smashed them 6-0 with Duffy getting himself 2, Lassette getting 2, Matty Hughes own goal, and Dan Collins vision to score and make it 6-0. Definitely a good little player. Dan Collins, I didn't want him to go to Gillingham. I know it's Football League, but I think if he stays with us for a couple more years, it will progress into a fantastic attacking midfielder. Signed one player and a staff. I signed Niall Keown, Reading defender, on loan for the end of the season. And I hired Glenn Mason as my under-23 manager. Because, I didn't have one. I thought I did, but evidently I didn't. So after that we had Concord in the FA Trophy third round. 1-9-1. Max Power getting himself his first 2 goals of the season for us. McDonald, Leonard getting himself 2, Brighton getting himself 2, and Dan Collins again getting himself 2. Lassette comes off injured in this game. He's out injured for 3 to 4 days with the leg. Nothing really can do too concerned about. And then I signed another staff member, Ian Neil Woods, as my head of youth development. I didn't realise I didn't have one. I thought I had one, but I didn't. So he signs as head of youth development. And unfortunately, Mike Kane gets injured for 3 weeks as well, with abdominal strain in this game. We then beat Oldham 4-0 quite convincingly. Where's McDonald getting himself 2, Leonard and John Duffy. Where's McDonald's getting on the score sheet quite a lot recently. He's scored a few goals. He's playing more regularly because Splain is injured still. Then we're at home against Bradford PA, 1-1. Leonard, Lassette, Joe Dillons and Max Power. Quite a convincing win. Then after, this game, I do believe. After the Altrincham game, a best striker, Brighton, gets injured for 4 weeks with a back strain. So it's a shame, but John Duffy is stepping up. As you can see in the Halifax game, last game we played, he scored 2 and Lassette scored 2. Halifax came close. It was a decent game, I'm going to be honest. Halifax they played well not to get a result. There's enough chances to get a result against us. So that's it. That's all the jibber jabber crap done. I hope it didn't bore you too much. Live game is coming up in a second. Take a quick look in the league. We have 85 points. We are 23 points clear from Boston, who sit in second. Flyde, FC United have crawled up the table, and Kidderminster. Bottom 3 are Stockport, Bradford and Alfreton. But today we got Harrogate in the cup, so hopefully a good scoreline will be nice. With guaranteed playoffs, we've been told that with 40 odd points and below. We've guaranteed that with 10 games to go. Yeah, 10 games to go. Guaranteed playoffs, which is nice. I think the league is actually ours, so next season we will be in the Prem. It's not called a conference anymore, is it? Is it called the conference anymore? The National League. I do apologise. We'll be in the National League with all these teams there, apart from the ones that go down and the ones that go up, and the ones that come down from League 1. So that's where we are standing now, 32 points clear. But today our opponents are Harrogate in the FA Trophy, 4th round. Can we get a result to put us in the 5th round? But everyone's looking a bit tired. Kane's not really fit, so he's going to be sub-bench anyway. A few changes really. So we got Ben Wilson in goal, Westlake, Graham, Miller, Owusu in my defence. Changed it around from Kokic. As you can see, Niall Keown's on the bench. He's going to make 2 subs. Seville and Max Power in the middle, with Leonard, McDonald, Lassette and Duffy out front. Benches Kane, Keown, Collins, Jennings and Kokic. So let's go into the game. A little change for you as well. Now, I was getting a bit bored of the 2D, and then, 2D engine. So I've changed it around a bit, just for my personal opinion, and hopefully a bit more pleasing on the eye for you guys as well. When it loads up, because it's absolute ages now, not my luck. Yeah, I just thought I've seen a few of the YouTubers and Twitch people, and I quite like the 3D engine, match engine. It looks quite decent. So what I've gone for is, I guess, split and split again, but with a 3D on one side, little stats on the other side, and it is as director, I do believe. So, and we've changed highlights to key, so it's not going to be as long the live games. I'm going to try and shorten them down. So, right boys, yeah, there boys, keep it going. I must admit, it seems a bit slower. This little bit seems a bit slow, maybe because my computer's not quick enough or powerful enough. But see, I like this is quite cool. It's quite decent. So we've got a full stadium by the look of it as well, coming out at the Dragons Lair, and basically we're going to kick off, and there we go. I think it's a bit better than the 2D engine, but anyway, game is underway. Harrogate are away, we're home obviously. They're in the blue, we're in the purple, and after 20 minutes there's been nothing at all. But Leonard picks it up. Oh, that's a dodgy tackle by them, wasn't it? Shields goes to clear, Leonard picks it up. Duffy, 1-on-1. Oh, he's blasted it over the bar. He's got to take more composure on that. More composure. But the first half an hour, I'm going to pause it here, half an hour. 7 shots, only 2 on target. We're dominating the possession. I think we just need to be a bit more encouraged with the ball here, because we're making a few mistakes. But Connor with the free kick for Harrogate, the carry. Andy Tannoy, Nels, hits it. Well, that wasn't on the script. Wilson, what were you doing there? An assist by Andy Tannoy. If you watch Dr. Benji, you understand, and you watched his Salford series last year, you would know who Andy Tannoy was. Oh, Wilson, got to be looking at yourself there. But 1-0 down after 32 minutes. I think that's maybe against the run of play. Looking at all the stats and so, but guys, half an hour, half the game's gone, half time, and we've done absolutely crap all. We've got half an hour, guys, to sort it out. We're good enough. I think we're just taking this team a bit too lightly. Power picks it up, gets out to the set, and that's the end of the highlight. It's Leonard with a corner, whips it in. It's cleared by Knowles as far as McDonald. Gets back out to now. He's got time. Whips it in. Miller. That's it. 1-1. Get in. First time finished. Great composure. A great ball by Miller. Just sees him on the edge of the box. You see, he whips it in. Miller. He sees him there to his right. Lays it off. That's it. First time. Makes it 1-1. 52 minutes gone. It's a better second half, boys. That's a better. Come on. Have a played. They're making a change. Gascoigne's come off. Come on, sorry. They're making a few changes, but we haven't. After that goal, we just seemed to sit back again. What's going on there? We've been more a free kick. Free kick then, that's it. It's it. Off the bar. Oh, it's cleared. Fires Miller. Puts it back in. Oh. And then to the back post, and Power just bolted out. Here come Harrogate on the counter then. Kerry. Out wide. Andy Tannoy's come off. 15 to go. We've struggled here. Power. McDonald. Lassette. Duffy. Cuts back in. Seville. Miller. Looks to switch it over here. Power. McDonald. Great ball. Leonard. 1-on-1 with the keeper. It's 2-1. I'm going to miss Leonard. Honestly, I'm going to miss him. But regen day's coming up soon, so hopefully I might get a nice little regen. McDonald with a 1-2, Leonard. Just maybe should have hit it here, but he's taking an extra touch. And the keeper's gone beaten at his near post. You should never get beaten at your near post. With 12 to go plus injury time. Go make some changes because basically they're not fit. So we're gonna put Niall Keane on the bench on for Saville. Take Wes off, Bill and Dale, and Max is doing alright. He's not doing great, but John Duffy's having a poor game. Problem is, right. So Dale's going up. Jennings is going up front. Duffy's coming off for Collins. Their sets go in the middle. Collins on the left. Yeah, so Keown on for Seville. Duffy off for Jennings and Collins on for McDonald. There we go. Bit of a tongue twister. 9 minutes to go. Not a lot's happened. They've had a Wayne Brooksby's been injured. Really? Gascoigne picks up. Thomas. Pittman. This could be Harrogate's last chance, but it's cleared. Jennings. Counters on, but the referee blows up. 2-1 win. We are in the next round. I'm not happy with that. We got away with that, boys. We were poor. I'm sorry, we were poor. You might seem confused and demotivated, but we were definitely poor on that one. We're into the next round, which is the main thing. Into the semi-finals. I don't know how many rounds it was. Into the semi-finals. Who do we get in the semi-finals? 8,000 for winning that game. Let's say, yeah, good game. Scored the goal, got the equaliser. Have a quick gander over there. Our next game is Flyde, so that could be interesting. Leonard as well, been fantastic. Old James. No one really on the scout list who takes my fancy. A lot of players unhappy. I noticed that a lot of players are unhappy in training on these things, on this version. A lot of them are happy people. Come on, Floyd amongst the leading goal scorers. So Floyd still in the cup? It must be then. Floyd must be still in the cup if they're the leading goal scorers. Come on, let's get to the FA Cup draw. There we go. Scout, we've got Floyd next. Scouting report. Yep, come on. Come on, FA Trophy semi-final draw. Who do we get? Who do we get? Who do we get? Here we go now. FA Trophy semi-final draw. Aldershot are in there. Gilsley or Torquay was postponed, and North Fair beaten Floyd. So, automatic draw. So first get a team out is where's that? North Fairbury or Floyd, Gilsley or Torquay, Aldershot away. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. We have Aldershot. We can do Aldershot, I think. We played Aldershot before. Aldershot in our league. No, they're not, are they? We've gone blind. No, Aldershot are not in our league, so. What league they in now? The National League. So, woo, dipshit. Alright. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Sorry it wasn't much of a live match. There wasn't much to go on, I'm afraid. Yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching yet again. And if you like this video, hit subscribe. Also hit the like button as well. It means a lot. That's basically it, and I'll see you for the next game. Depending on how we go on against Floyd, against Aldershot in the cup. One there. Who's the other one now? We've got one leg. Bit weird, but most possibly the fight. It could be the FA Trophy final. Will be the next round, or depending on how you get on in the first leg. And then the last game of the season usually. It's the last two of this season. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you very soon, and until next time, bye bye.